I can't find the words to explain to you how good these pro gamers are.
He's actually extending his units as he leaves the base. He's trying to get so many other players' face that there's not even time for the Balex to finish.
Naniwa's got his army split up. He's got one attack on the right-hand side. Another chasing down the army. Storm's come down.
These are the best of the best in esports history. And Huck starting to blink forward as the Zealots are removed. The supply goes in Huck's favor.
So much energy. Where did that energy come from? Tanks desperately trying to target fire down Queens.
The Archon's moving forward. A lot is going down here, and only Colossus left over.
He's starting to get some feedbacks down. He's starting to advance forward. Another vortex.
There's the blink forward, trying to get underneath those Brood Lords. Oh, he sends the vortex.
Are you ready?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Winter Season Showdowns, where we have the best players in the world playing best of fives in Heart of the Swarm to decide who goes to the Winter Championship event on March 15th. I'm axeltoss. He's axslav. Nick, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing excellent. We're at, I think, almost exactly the midpoint of the NA qualifier division. It's a few days left after today.
I know.
We're rounding up the list, but man, do we have an amazing list of qualified players so far.
Yeah, of course. Let's show that on the screen really quick. The Winter Season Showdowns have been happening for a little bit. At least the past month, it all blurs together in my mind, but a bunch of fantastic matches. Every one of these players had to win a best of 5 against, you know, potentially another best player in the world. All these guys are the best in the world. I don't think anyone's going to argue with that. And they've all been fantastic matches. Of course, if you missed any of them, feel free to visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/officialmlgse2. But yesterday we saw State take out Phoenix. The day before that, Minigun with a 3-0 over Idra. We're going right through the North American region, and we're rounding out our qualified players, setting up to be a fantastic event in Dallas.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Of course, you'll see every single player on your screen, plus Flash, plus Life, plus Lenok, plus Bomber, plus the winner, of course, of today's match, Vibe vs. Illusion, and then, of course, the winner of Suppy Maker, Killer QXC, and last, the winner of Huck and Sasquatch.
Yeah, I'm like actually personally very close friends with a lot of these guys on the screen, so I love these matches. I love casting these North American matches. It's so much fun, and of course, you know, today's match is going to be just as good. I think Vibe versus Illusion. Let's talk about these two guys for a little bit. Of course, Vibe is currently on Root Gaming, the reigning North American WCS champion. Of course, he got second at the United States North American United States champion of WCS. Of course, he got second at North American WCS. And a very good Zerg player, one of the best Zerg players in North America, of course, just behind Scarlet, I would say. But going up against Illusion, who was pretty much the first Terran player in North America to really raise those eyeballs. Of course, at IEM, a very young player, and is currently on Mouse.
Very, 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 very skilled Terran guy. Like you mentioned, you know, North America is kind of, you know, bereft of a lot of Terran talent. This is one of the guys who's at the forefront of NA Terran players, trying to say, you know what? Good Terran players don't only exist in Korea. We've got a few over here stateside as well.
Yeah, I mean, when people are having a discussion about, all right, who's the best Zerg player in North America? Who's the best Terran player in North America? These guys are going to be in the conversation. They're not going to be the first person to, you know, they're not going to be everyone's go-to as far as the best, but they're always going to be in those conversations as far as top talent in North America is concerned. And they're playing against each other. The winner of this best of 5 advances on to the Winter Season Championship in Dallas, Texas. In the bottom left-hand location, we have the Red Zerg player from the glorious Root Gaming. He is Dan Vibe Sherlong. His opponent in the top right is the blue Terran player. Recently went over to Mouse from Quantic Game. He is Chris Illusion Lee. TVZ on Neo Planet S. I'm so excited for this one again. These are two of my favorite guys in the world.
They are awesome guys.
They're really cool guys.
You know, Vibe plays, I'd say, a fairly standard Zerg style. He doesn't, you know, he plays basically a very solid Zerg modeled off of, you know, the top Korean players, besides Lenok, because Lenok does his own kind of crazy stuff. But Vibe just plays a very, very solid basic game. Illusion, he sometimes has a flair for a little bit of crazy aggression.
yeah.
He brings in some old school builds. But Vibe, of course, is a veteran. He's been around for a while, and I think he won't be thrown off too much by some of Illusion's trickery.
Illusion is very well known for his micro ability, his ability to multitask. A couple videos that might come to mind to help you help refresh your guys' memory on who this guy is, what he's done. There was a YouTube video that went viral a few months back of Illusion marine splitting on the marine split challenge map, and it was actually ridiculous how well he did at that. Of course, that's on YouTube right now. Also, there's the video of someone, a Terran player, having a bunker and 4 Marines dealing with the spine crawler and just not taking any damage on the Marines and doing like bunker Marine micro, killing spine crawlers from his opponent. That was Illusion. So he is a very good with his micro, loves his bio, not surprised at all to see him opening up with 2 racks after that command center here. So definitely has bio on his mind.
Looks to be opening that way. Vibe, of course, hatchery first, followed by spawning pool. No gas yet, so really just going to prioritize drone production. He has known that Illusion is going command center first, so I would expect to see a fast third hatchery going down by Vibe.
All right, looks like Illusion going to be doing some scouting of his own. Just got the natural expansion, scouting out the main. Of course, the idea here is just to make sure nothing crazy is happening from your opponent. Also to spot, okay, is my opponent making a gas? Is he not making a gas? And Illusion seeing the lack of a gas from his opponent, he can start plotting from there, start eliminating, potential early layer play, potential early speed play, and back home, Illusion adding on 2 gases, churning out Marines 2 at a time as well, just to stay safe against any pesky slowing harassment from his opponent. Meanwhile, Vibe going up to 4 queens on 2 bases. Again, very standard play thus far. And, now we can start talking about the map a little bit. This is one of my favorite maps out there. It might just be because when Zerg units die, they slip and slide everywhere. I think that might be the chief reason I love this
It's
map.
always awesome to see that happen, of course. It is on ice. And,
Yes.
the physics dictate, if there's a low coefficient of friction, the units, when they die, if they already have momentum, they're going to go a longer distance.
I understood some of those words.
Vibe, of course, going double gas now, so he's actually not going to take that very fast third hatchery. Of course, perhaps aware that in Heart of the Storm, Terran has so many insane early game shenanigans that they can do. The drop play is so much stronger now. Widow mines are exceptionally scary. And this map, third is not particularly close. So if you don't have creep connecting your bases, and a Terran gets a bunch of Widow mines between there and the Marines start coming, it can be extremely, extremely annoying. So Vibe, just gonna stay on 2 bases for now and get that lair attack going on.
Yeah, there's the layer. I wonder. Oh, putting down a Bailey. Put down a Bailey nest. Decided he didn't want that and put down the Roach more. So I have to see where he goes from here. Of course, Roaches are very nice against the early Hellion play that Terrans have loved to see. You see Overlord Guts sliding along the ground, but Vibe should know this is coming, and Illusion thinking his opponent might be taking a third, but it's not. So Illusion can start thinking, okay, what's going on, Mr. Vibe? Why don't you have a third base? What are you teching up to? Might be Swarm Host. Vibe has been telling me he loves those things.
There's definitely a couple of possibilities here. Illusion with a third command center already most of the way done. Of course, in Heart of the Storm, because of Terran's new early game options, they can really macro up extremely aggressively. The question is going to be, can Vibe do any damage with either of these Roaches he's producing now, or a little bit later, whatever he uses his lair attack for? It looks like it's going to be Roach speed off the bat.
Don't want to get these queens trapped. Nice scans there from Illusion, taking down some creep trimmers. Ooh, one has about 9 HP remaining. Oh, gotta microwave that queen. Oh, it takes it up. Nice.
Oh, nice transfusion. The queen still might go down, but so many Marines. Oh, no, it's not. Great micro by Vibe, and Illusion loses a substantial set of Marines for just a couple Zerglings.
Vibe sending a few Roaches across the field, 7 in total. Let's see what Illusion has to deal with this. Ideally, a tank would be nice. Only has Hellions and Marines at this point, so Vibe might be able to be a little bit annoying, doing some damage to some SCVs. In fact, okay, that's an overseer. I thought I heard like Banelings being morphed. So like, wait a second, I thought he canceled
Similar
that Baneling
sound.
nest. Yeah, similar sound. Just gonna be an overseer to get some additional scouting done. +1 missile attacks on the way here from Vibe, as well as Glau Reconstitution. So really gonna be investing into the missile attack and missile units as this game goes along.
I think Illusion should be fine. Of course, Medivacs are almost out, and he's got a substantial Marine count. Almost the danger is, can Vibe keep these Roaches alive, and can he trade well?
trying to kill a supply depot there. SCV getting pulled right away. There's the Ignite Afterburners onto those medevacs. And the Marines and Hellings actually going to be pursuing these roaches across the field. 11 more roaches in production here from Vibe, so really going to prioritize, again, that roach production as a core unit as this game goes along.
Oh, Vibe flanking from the back of roaches, getting a substantial number of Marine kills. Illusion may have overstepped, but he is still producing units plenty at a time. The medevac skill is ticking in, but now the roaches have penetrated his defenses.
Yeah, we got a Marauder production here. Illusion trying to get those Marauders out, of course, very good against the roaches. A tank finally being added into the mix, and I think this should clean up the roaches. But again, Vibe getting a lot of damage done to those SCVs, has more and more roaches in production. He's not stopping. He has 17 on the field, only at 43 drones, so really wants to get a lot of damage done. Wow,
he's getting a lot of trades done, but you know, we have to remember Illusion does have 3 orbitals behind us. As long as he can hold out, his unit production is going to be superior to Vibe's as the game goes forward.
Illusion also trying to judge how much aggression Vibe is actually, you know, attributing to this. Like, as far as he knows, his opponent is droning behind this, so he put down 2 engineering bays while this is going on, and Illusion is eventually going to clean this up. And now it's important to know, all right, where do we stand? 56 to 44 in Harvesters, with Vibe at the advantage. Units lost is 20, about even.
You know, I felt like Illusion was definitely in the upper hand there until he parked his first tank way too close to that depot wall. It got sniped, and that really forced him to pull the SCVs. And imagine, I think he lost 10, 11, 12. He lost a lot of SCVs there. Imagine if he had 12 more SCVs right now. He'd be at equal worker count, with very good tech, a 3rd orbital already done, and he'd be in great shape. But as is, Vibe has income equality, and he's got the map control. He's actually going, his hive's already halfway done, going straight to that hive tech.
I smell Vipers in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Roach, Hydra, Viper. Pretty much a go-to unit composition
in
as
every
a Zerg
matchup.
player. Yeah, in Heart of the Swarm nowadays. I was not just TVZ, in literally Heart of the Swarm. Well, maybe not ZVZ, but definitely ZVT and ZVP. And it looks like Illusion wants to do some aggression here, sending a tank, a squadron of Marines, Marauders, and medevacs overhead.
I don't know. This is such a small force, and tanks aren't that mobile. I'm a little worried for him. You know what, actually? If he keeps the tanks in non-siege mode, he should be able to lift up almost that entire army. So if he can sneak around here, snipe the hatchery, I mean, if the speed roaches get in on that army, there's enough speed roaches they can close the distance, Illusion's going to be in trouble. But if he can kill that hatchery, ignite afterburners, get out of there, he's going to be in great shape.
Queen getting sniped away, and now Illusion going after drones. Might switch that target part of the hatchery. That's exactly what he's going to do. Tanks getting some damage done from the bottom. Vibe coming in here with the roaches and the hydras. Illusion is going to be on the run. Great position there on those tanks, though, trying to keep those roaches and hydras in that choke point. But Vibe should be able to clean up. Illusion with a decent trade.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Illusion didn't
pick up and get out of there.
I mean, the thing is, he had the tanks in siege mode. So as soon as the tanks are in siege mode,
forfeit.
You're stuck, and he didn't want to give up those tanks. Might as well have taken that trade. You know, I mean, I think Vibe got the upper end of the unit trade, but a lot of drones went down there, and Illusion now knows exactly Vibe's composition. He knows it's Roach Hydra. Before, it could have been Roaches. It could have done like a Muta switch. Could have gone to Swarm Host. Could have even gone straight to Hive and Ultras or something crazy like that. But now he knows exactly what he's dealing with. He knows Roach Hydra, which is going to mean Vipers in 9 times out of 10. So he's got to get ready for that Viper transition.
Creep spread from Vibe is actually pretty darn good. Approaching his opponent's 3rd base, starting up that +3 missile attacks. That's an advantage of getting a Hive as early as he did. You can really prioritize those +3 upgrades, which of course the Hive is required in order to proceed into those. Illusion, meanwhile, he's at 1 armor and adding on +1 weapons. Gonna be stepping forward, trying to get rid of this creep a little bit uncomfortably close to his 3rd base. He thinks, and he's gonna clear out a lot of this creep. That's a lot of hard work there from Vibe, and it's all getting
it is, but he's still
away.
on creep, and Vibe was thinking about overrunning that army. Illusion backs away, though, unfortunately missing that one tumor there at the end.
Yeah, that's a good
and in fact, if it actually crawls backwards to recover all that creep right now, that would be an extremely smart move. Illusion, though, going to strike at a 3rd, and if he can get in position in a straight line fight, the Roach Hydras are going to be a disadvantage. But wait, no, the Vipers are already there.
Yeah.
If Illusion sieges up, Blinding Cloud is going to be devastating.
Stimming there is Illusion. Vibe up 171 to 155 in supply. The Vipers coming forward. There's the abduct onto...
Just Blinding Clouds. Just Blinding Clouds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Illusion had to back up. He had to forfeit those tanks. A great set of moves by Vibe there.
drop heading to the top left-hand side, trying to clear some more creep is Illusion, trying to keep Vibe under control. As far as that creep is concerned, eventually did take out that creep tumor that was on top of that ramp. So Illusion able to kill a lot of that creep, leading toward his third base. And now Vibe is going to be backing up to deal with the Marines and Marauders. Illusion immediately picking up and should ignite those afterburners fairly soon. Doesn't want to get caught by the Hydras.
Ooh.
Illusion, oh, gets away.
Parody was able to get away there. Vibe progressing with +3 range attack.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Vibe's dealt with all this aggression, but the question is, when's he going to take a 4th base? Oh, just as I answer that, he takes one right in the middle. Because, of course, Zerg Roach Hydras are expensive. You got to get a lot of income to support their production.
All right, Vibe coming forward here with a lot of Roaches and Hydras. Where are the Blinding Clouds? There they are on top of the tanks, on top of the Marines and Marauders. Illusion trying to kite away to get out of that muck that doesn't let him shoot, but the Hydras charging forward here from Vibe. Look at that DPS on that Zerg army doing so much damage to the Terran, and just like that, Vibe is up 159 to 123 in supply. Illusion having trouble coming up with an answer to this Roach Hydra Viper composition.
He really is. You know, Illusion keeps finding these small battles with small forces, and that's where the Roach Hydra is so effective. Not to mention the Vipers. There hasn't been an answer to those Vipers yet, and you know what? Illusion's third is, I think it's going to go down. Vibe keeps rallying more and more units across the field. Illusion's still working on 2-2, whereas Vibe has the 3rd attack upgrade, is about to finish.
And that's going to make his units
SCVs.
so well, yeah. A lot of SCVs falling there. Illusion was at like 75, so it's only going to bring him down to 58, but this Orbital Command, that's not going to be fun. Losing that, of course, is supply depots as well. Illusion going to have to forfeit this base in the middle right, going to try to retake a base at the top
Interesting why the Orbital chose to... I mean, Orbital could have easily lived, right? If he lifted it if he just went up north. Yeah. Interesting choice. Oh, 5 units get split, though. Illusion takes advantage, and he's going to clean up a nice little group of units here.
Every little victory matters big time, especially when you're down in a game. I think Illusion is a bit down here.
Yes, he definitely is. His unit composition hasn't worked out quite well, but he's changing it up now, saying, you know what, tanks, not so good against Vipers. Let's go Widow Mines. Let's stick with the bio. If I don't have those static tanks, I can just kite away from Blinding Clouds as the bio scales up. It does very well against the Roach Hydra, but he's got a lot to rebuild. His medevac count was totally reset. He's only got a couple now. Many of those are out of energy. His income was significantly hurt. He's got a planetary here, but remember, Blinding Cloud affects planetary fortresses as well.
Only one medevac here in this competition, very low in health as well. Illusion trying to split away from those Blinding Clouds, going on top of the planetary as well, and now Vibe surging forward with the Roaches and Hydras. Keep in mind, they are +3 on the weapons. Illusion working on the +3 ground armor for the planetary, getting targeted. The SCV is desperately trying to repair, and the planetary does go down. Illusion losing the Marines and Marauders over here at the same time. We have a drop at the 3rd base of Vibe, clearing out a lot of jumps, and Illusion going straight into the main.
He's trying to do what he can to get back in this game. Vibe, though, you know, he took a lot of damage here, but I think he's going to defend. Illusion's been reset at 2 bases. One thing to note, though, is that Illusion still has a very similar supply. That's because he's got a lot of army sites. He's got a lot of Marines. He's got a good number of Marauders. He's rebuilt his command centers, and he still has a couple siege tanks with his army as well.
Vibe desperately trying to reposition that Spore Caller. That medevac is so low on health, but somehow, some way, Illusion able to get out of there with 5 Marines in a 4 HP medevac. That's how you...
That's A-team right there.
That's cost efficiency right there. 17,975 is the resources lost tab. So Vibe still, of course, to the 16K from Vibe. So Vibe still a little bit ahead in that regard, but Illusion doing a great job there with that drop.
He is, but if you think about Vibe's being more cost efficient, and he's got more bases. I mean, he took some damage, but he's still got that middle goal base.
Oh.
Now he's going to try to deny the 3rd from Illusion. Illusion's units are cramped up.
There's no Vipers here, though, so Vibe is going to have to run away. Can't use Blinding Cloud, and that's a lot of Marines and Marauders there from Illusion. No Infestors here as well, so you can't fungal those Marines and Marauders here, and that's a lot of bio from Illusion. He's at 2-2 to Vibe's 2-3 with the +3 armor about to finish. So the upgrade's essentially about to equalize very soon. And as you said, Vibe taking this base, the top left-hand side, should be saturating that fairly soon, prioritizing the gases here at the gold base, and continuing with this unit composition of the Roaches and the Hydras. But where did the Vipers go?
I think he lost his first set. He did rebuild a second. They're still, they're all in the main trying to get energy again. Of course, he's got to use those Vipers because Marine Marauder is going to beat Roach Hydra without the support of those Vipers. Illusion is also trying to catch up in upgrades. He's actually, he might be caught up. He's 3 armor, 2 attack, and Vibe is 3 attack, 2 armor, so they're exactly dead even right now. Vibe looking to put on some more pressure, but he's got to wait for those Vipers. Illusion needs to hold on to this base.
He's got a Widowmine in the mix as well. The tank is perfectly positioned to pretty much target that choke point where the Zerg should be altogether. The Vipers coming forward a little bit. There's the abduct onto a medevac. Let's take it down.
And you know, that Illusion only has 3 of their medevacs, and they're all extremely low in energy. That was his key medevac there. A nice pick off by Vibe. If he can keep doing that, all he has to do is force them to kite away. Oh, but a drop here.
Yeah, drop at the top left, going after the drones at that, what is that, 5th base, I guess, here from Vibe. And get it back out of there, at least try to. Hydra's coming forward there. Goodbye, medevac. Even if it tried to ignite out of there with those afterburners, there's Vipers there. Abduct could have happened. So Illusion, again, trying to get that damage done with that drop, but losing yet another medevac. And he's trying to rebuild those, but it's getting a little scary as far as that medevac count is concerned.
Vibe maxed out, takes out a couple drones in the mix too. Trying to get their share of glory. Of course, they don't last very long in the fight. Transitioning into Broodlords, and he may be looking to trade off a few units just so we can get that, you know, clear up some food for those Broodlords. Vibe though, Illusion, I don't think he has the money to really produce anti-Broodlord units right now. He's doing all he can to max out and retain his medevac count. All his money's really going to those medevacs, Marines, Marauders, and of course a few tanks and mines as well.
The 3rd base is his only mining base at the moment, so scrambling to get another command center up. Looks like he's sending a medevac to the top side of the map, continuing with this drop harassment, which we know he's very, very good at. 3 Broodlords in production here from Vibe. I think he did spot that drop, sending some roaches over there to potentially deal with that. Trying to get a gauge of his opponent's unit composition. As these roaches die, they will slide down this hill.
The drop here over is hitting the left side of the map. Delayed mine to third is kind of a standoff over here. Oh, there's another big attack. Illusion attacking multiple spots at once, really trying to break Vibe's economy.
Yeah, Vibe can be backing up with these roaches and Hydras, clearing up the drop at his 3rd base, but the 4th base is going to fall there at the top left. Illusion is everywhere with these drops, also clearing off creep, clearing out spore crawlers that was leading towards his 3rd base, throwing down another scan, but here come the Broodlords from Vibe, and Illusion, does he have any Vikings? No Vikings there. His anti-air, of course, Marines and Widowmines, so he's going to have to come up with a way to deal with these Broodlords.
The way it looks like he's going for right now is with counterattacks, now attacking the 4th with another drop. Vibe's economy is getting destroyed, but meanwhile, Illusion has got to defend his base. The Broodlords are killing everything. The counterattacks are great, but what is his answer to Vibe's main army?
Vibe coming forward with the Roaches, Hydras, and Vipers now eventually going to deal with that drop at his 5th at the gold base in the middle of the map. But again, no answer for the Broodlords, making more and more Marines. He's trying to spread out all of his units, but once he stims in, I feel like the Blinding Clouds will be instrumental. Here comes Illusion, stimming in from every single location. Blinding Clouds going onto the Bio Army. Now they're running around wondering what to do because they can't shoot. The Hydras and Roaches doing a lot of damage. Broodlings as well, but Illusion has so many units. Can he clear up Vibe's army? Vibe's up 140 to 117 in supply, but the Broodlords are gone, and Illusion has so much bio still available to him.
Wow, even with the Blinding Clouds, the Marines said no range, no problem.
I'll just get closer. They want to get closer anyway.
They charge in and just use their rifles as clubs and beat back the Zerg horde. Meanwhile, remember those drops? Vibe doesn't have the economy to remax. He's like 125 food.
38 drones for Vibe.
Yeah, he's barely mining. He's only got 1 mining base right now. And Illusion's moving on it right now.
Roaches and Hydras, he is on creep, if that's any consolation. We have 3 Vipers somewhere as well. Vibe going to turn around and engage, but there's the stim from Illusion. Plenty of medevacs overhead at this point in time. Here come the Vipers for that Blinding Cloud. Illusion going to go straight to that bottom hand location base. 2 infestors in production, but is it too little, too late? Illusion continuing to press forward, but I feel like a couple of bungles, could do a large amount to this army. There goes the Blinding Cloud onto the army, and oh my god, Vibe is going to clean it up.
Is he going to a tank in the background, force them to retreat yet again? He's got to wait for those infestors, but he cannot afford to give up this bottom left base. Of course, Illusion is worried about pushing forward. His medevacs are all out of energy. His army's been greatly depleted. He just wants to keep the pressure on Vibe so he can establish that bottom right base, but there's an Overlord's view and creep there delaying that expansion. Illusion's going to back away saying, you know what, let's wait for more reinforcements.
That's okay.
Wow, what a game. These two guys, blow for blow. Vibe reset the 4 bases. Illusion trying to jump up to 5, sending his orbitals every which way. But Vibe's got him blocked. The bottom right, Overlord spreading creep.
Yeah, Illusion's not mining. Like,
yeah, he's not. I mean, his 3rd is actually mined out. The one, he dropped too many mules.
Yep.
It's a curse as well as a benefit. So he's going to clear out this top middle. The bottom
at the same
right,
time, though, Look at this Vibe taking advantage of distracting Illusion there with the roaches and
If he
sending
loses
his army
that
to the bottom
orbital.
right. I think it's gone. He's got to lift it, first of all.
Even if he lifts it, those are Hydras, man.
Yeah, and where's that orbital going to run? There's not a lot of airspace on this map as far as where Hydras can't go. Goodbye, orbital.
Such a back and forth game. Illusion's strength right now is he's got a ton of medevacs.
Yes.
The disadvantage is his army's small. Maybe he's got to play mobility, use those medevacs to get him where they need to be, because heads up, there's a big game changer. That's the Infestor.
Yes.
In the last battles, you know, the Marine Marauder can do great against Roach Hydra. If it gets big enough, it can even deal with the Vipers, but the Infestors are going to be devastating because if you're fungal, you cannot escape that blinding cloud.
Abducting the medevac, and that's so important. Every single medevac matters, especially when the economies are so low, when every single unit counts. Very intense game one we have here in this best of 5. Of course, we're at the 30-minute mark of this game, and this it's showing no signs of ending anytime soon.
Vibe's third is mined out. The drones, they were all idle. He's got to get them over, but Vibe's onto a single mining base as well. Just now sending those drones over to really saturate that base. Now trying to get top left. Can Illusion defend this top middle? Can Vibe even afford to charge up that ramp?
He's one tank. There's no planetary. There's a bunker here with a Brave Marauder and 2 Brave Marines inside.
That's a choke point, though. I don't think Vibe wants to go in there.
No, he does not. He absolutely does not. And, you know, Illusion's going to be able to mine from this base fairly freely. He only really worries about minerals right now. I mean, his gas, he's at 2,000.
And one thing important to remember, they're both on a single mining base, but Illusion can drop mules there as well. He's got, I think he only has 2 orbitals because he has been losing them, but 2 mules is still better than none.
Illusion dropping at this this bottom side base in 5, sending his entire army down to deal with this, trying to transfuse the hatchery to keep it alive, and the medevac just going to ignite afterburn, or ignite those afterburners to get out of there. The Viper's trying to get the abduct, but...
Oh, they might corner it.
Oh.
Ignite afterburners is...
Got it.
There it goes.
Zoink.
Yanks it back.
And he can even fungal. Yanking it back
one
again.
More yoke again. Of course, using a Viper energy is generally preferable to the Infestor because you can use Consume to you know, get it all back. But remember, Illusion is mining more than Vibe right now because he's got those mules. He's cranking out Marines. He's gained supply equality. Moments ago, he was down by 30, and this is even after losing that 10 food. He's got another drop heading around the top, but Vibe's going to grab this one as well.
Yeah, Vibe definitely is going to spot this, and Illusion might have to consider just getting out of there.
Yeah, he's going to do it. Can he get out in
Brave Marine
time?
saying, we got this, but immediately getting slapped in the face by a roach.
Such a close game.
Viper.
Not quite getting it. Vibe, or Illusion with another drop to the bottom right, clearing out that over to stop him from taking that base. Now he's going to try to hit the third again. Is Vibe going to defend this?
Does Vibe
if he
need more
does,
static D? I mean, he keeps going back and forth with his armies, which I don't think is efficient at all.
it's not efficient, but if he's getting kills, it is. Because, I mean, look at this, killing more medevacs here with... He just killed 2 medevacs. The sizable army up here at the top with some nice abducts. Yeah, he's going to lose some buildings here, but if he keeps killing medevacs, he keeps doing damage, it's okay. But, oh, another medevac here to the top left.
Yeah.
Vibe's got to learn to split his army in 2 parts, I think, because that's really, he needs to cover 2 different areas.
Yes.
He's getting these medevacs.
The drone's getting taken out at the top base, and the hatchery might even get sniped too. Again, Vibe is sending his entire army to deal with all of these drops, going to try to pull that medevac eventually into his army. A Queen, full energy, going to potentially get taken out. No, he's going to be safe, but Infestors are a little bit vulnerable here. Where are the fungals? The roaches and hydras finally going to deal with this, but the hatchery at the top left getting taken out. Illusion having his way with the Vibe with these drops, and now sending his entire army on the left side of the map. Vibe is going to be aware of this. He has that creep, but how can he deal with it?
He's got to use the fungals just right. The key thing here is only 3 sea chunks. Oh no, Vibe's last mining base being dropped.
Yeah.
Vibe's not mining anymore. His income is gone.
Vibe is being spread out absolutely everywhere. He's down to 25 harvesters. Here comes the main army of Illusion. Vibe has to control this perfectly. Infestors coming forward. Look out for the fungal growth. There goes the blinding cloud, trying to prevent the Marines from proceeding any further, consuming on that Vespene gas. Illusion going to be killing the other one, and Illusion's going to back up for now, and all the drones from Vibe being sent to the bottom right.
Yeah, he's trying to reclaim a mining base. One thing to note, though, well, Vibe is not mining right now. Illusion's mining base, because he's dropping mules so diligently, is actually getting very, very low. He's got to find a way to move to another one, but as it is right now, he's got a 30 supply advantage. It is mostly Marines, though. Enough chain fungals and blinding clouds, Vibe has a small chance, but he's got these spellcasters just perfectly. His Roach Hydras, they're outnumbered and they're out DPS by the Terran army. If they go head-to-head with Illusion's force, they will be decimated. He's got to use the Breed Lords to force Illusion into a battle and then use fungals and blinding clouds to make that battle in his favor.
Vibe, again, sending his entire army to the bottom right to deal with a singular Marine. Might try to take care of this planetary fortress. The creep going to be covering it up just a little bit. Meanwhile, a drop heading to the top left. Going to get some damage. Another drop to the bottom right, but there's the abduct. Hydra's taking it out immediately. But Illusion, he's going to be maxed very soon. Vibe is going to have to be ridiculously cost efficient in the incoming engagement to deal with this.
It's going to be down to one battle because Illusion can't replace his army. His mining base is nearly bankrupt, so he's got a strong max army, but if he loses it, that's it. He's got to find a way. It's basically whoever wins this battle wins. Illusion's going to try to push bottom right.
The natural expansion. Meanwhile, we might have a big engagement coming up fairly soon as Illusion posturing, getting ready to engage this army, but this is a choke point here for Vibe as we see the picture the drop in the natural expansion of Vibe. Vibe sending some queens to try to deal with that. The planetary fortress does end up going down. Is that the momentum Vibe needs? No, it's still going to be a choke point. He's still not going to be confident in engaging this, worrying about that drop at the natural.
It looks like he is going to team this drop as long as he is transfused, but he's so distracted with his main army, he misses a transfuse, and he's going to have to send some extra units back to defend. His drop is still not cleared up. Finally, the medevac goes down. There's only 2 units left. It should be very easy to clean this up, but the big story is, can Illusion push the bottom right, or can Vibe defend it? The climactic battle is going to occur soon. Both players are basically on scraps of the resources.
Is that drop still alive? Back. Oh gosh,
it is, but there's not significant buildings here, so it's not. I mean, Vibe's cleaned up just now with a few roaches, but the damage it did was not significant because it's a couple of buildings Vibe's not using now anyway.
These guys don't have any income right now, essentially.
Well, Vibe's just now getting it. His base is finished.
The bottom right, yep.
Yeah, Illusion's done. I mean, Illusion's mining off of 3 crystal patches that are all about to evaporate. Honestly, you know what? Illusion needs to pull those SCVs using the fight because he's got to move on the bottom right or move his orbital over to occupy a new base.
Vibe moving all of his units into that location, and Illusion.
That's what the game's about right now.
Just defending that base.
Oh, but Illusion's going to try to strike at the main. This is going to be an interesting choice for Vibe. Should he go back and defend the main? It's a tough choice. I mean,
if he goes, Illusion can pick up a drop and potentially be aggressive towards that base.
I mean, he's building stat defense. He's also taking a base in the middle. Illusion's trying to move an orbital to the middle. A roach is going to stop that orbital from landing at the gold patch. So Illusion has got to deal with his army, but Illusion cannot go into the main because he'd be stuck there fighting on creep in a bad position.
All right,
but he's going to forfeit some units.
He's peeling away some Marines and Marauders, but they're going to get swallowed up there by Vibe. Illusion still has a significant supply lead, but again, Vibe has those units that can be really cost efficient. He's got the Broodlords, he's got the Investors, he's got the Vipers, and a decent force of Roaches and Hydras. And Illusion trying to figure out what to do with his main army. He doesn't want it to commit it to any specific location. Eventually gonna, oh my gosh, he could just mule that gold. Vibe does not want this to happen, though.
He doesn't. And luckily, Illusion only has 2 orbitals, so it's not going to be the worst move bomb. Vibe's moving in here.
Spreading out. The Investors coming forward. There goes the big stim here from Illusion. The Fungal nailing the Marines and Marauders. Blinding Cloud going onto the Bio Army. Does Vibe have enough? Rumo's doing a lot of damage from above, but Illusion's still up 174 to 95 in supply, stimming everything for the tanks, taking out a bunch of Zerg units as well. And Vibe, I think, is slowly losing everything. Too much here from Illusion, and Vibe gets cleaned up.
Oh, man, but that was actually...
GG.
That was insane. He flanked from the back there with the Marines, and that's what gave him the win there. I mean, if Vibe just had like 2 more fungal growths, that game would have gone entirely different. If Illusion didn't have that squad of 8 Marines flanking from the back, taking out those Kree Hydralists, doing the damage there, so much could have gone different that game. That was just an absolute slugfest.
Yeah.
That was just game 1.
What an intense game 1 at that. Illusion and Vibe have been practicing plenty of Heart of the Swarm. Of course, a 40-minute, 39-second game 1. This is a best of 5 in the winter season showdowns. Again, the winner gets a spot at the Winter Championship event. Such an important match we have on our hands. Game 2 coming up. Don't go anywhere.